We're driving in your mom's car. It's Saturday, and we are going to make a bad decision, right? I think we are.
No, really.
We're gonna go buy somebody's Pokemon collection.
Yeah!
What?
I'm not vaping, I promise. Entirely too much money, I think. But we'll see how bad of an investment it is. It really is an investment. But these boys think they're gonna get to keep some stuff, right?
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely wrong.
Yeah, we will.
And there's some Game Boy, Nintendo stuff too. So hopefully, at least I'm able to break even on this deal. All right, guys, we are at a pickup private sale. A buddy of mine had a bunch of Pokemon cards, and the boys are having a heyday. And then there's somewhere in the mix, there's a Game Boy included. You'll see it all when we get home. This is Dan the Man.
Hey guys.
We have known each other forever.
Forever.
Yeah, and Dan has a podcast. If you're into true crime, check it out. What's the name of the
It
podcast?
is Dancy True Crime. That is DANSI True Crime. You can find us anywhere. We're on Spotify. We're on Anchor. You know, you name it, we're there.
And I'll link it in the description so that we can you guys can find it easy.
Yep, I'll give you my link tree, and
Yeah.
that will shoot it all.
Cool. And then you guys can go find that if you're into true crime. Support Dan. Like, comment, subscribe to our channel. It'll be a fun time.
Thanks, guys.
So Dan's selling me his Pokemon collection from when he was a child, and he's not gonna cry. All right. So did we do all right?
Yeah.
Did you find anything good?
Yeah. There are some. I haven't found any first edition. Oh, first edition.
First edition.
I was about to say that
Somebody.
I haven't found any.
I think there were only 4 or 5 when I looked through the preview thing. We paid $350 for 2 binders of Pokemon cards and a Game Boy Pocket. And I basically am hopeful to break even and then get these guys a bunch of stuff to keep that's rare and old that they wouldn't have a chance to have without buying a collection like this. So, but I'll show you when we get home. The boys are thumbing through. Let me see the Game Boy. But this is stuff we got that will be to sell. This is a Game Boy camera, and it saves, and so it's worth about $65–70. And this is the Extreme Green Game Boy Pocket, and I'm gonna sell it. And it's worth probably $75 or $80. Maybe a little more, depending on how many's on the market today. I decide to let it go. So that's $150 back on just the Game Boy stuff. Maybe a little better on a given day. And it comes in that case that I was showing it to you out of. So I might bundle that all together and try to get $175. If I have a couple of games I could throw in with it that I'm not doing anything else with. And then the cards. So then we're at trying to get $250 out of these 250 cards. And they're pretty much they're all 90s and early 2000s. Is that right, Judah?
The latest that I found was the year 2000.
The newest.
Yeah.
It was from 2000. So they're definitely a big vintage binder. So, all right, let's go hit some thrift stores while we're in town, see if we can't find some more goods. So this is Used Treasures, and I know that they're running 50% off on clothes this weekend. So see what we can find. So this is $8 and it's awesome, but it's missing the guns on both sides, and its stickers are messed up. So that's not probably worth picking up. Levi has a baby troll for $2, so we'll probably look into that. And then I have a Evelyn stuffed animal. All right, this is the nearly new shop, and the last time I was here I picked up like $500 worth of boots for $10. So let's see what we can do this time. So I made a beeline over here to the shoes. I don't see anything right off, but if that changes, I'll let you know. Levi just said he found something. Let's see what Levi found. A picture of a frog guy. Don't pull that out of there. It looks like it's probably from a VBS. It doesn't look like, it's not Mickey Mouse or the Jeffrey the Giraffe. Children's LPs, 25 cents. They don't even look like they have covers.
Dad, apple to apple?
Apple to apples, no. I'm gonna look at these hats. Those are Star Wars itty bitties for
Yeah.
$3. No, Wrath of Khan Star Trek. Now I see it. Let me look at those. Those are cool. So I wanted this to work out for Caleb, but the sell-through rate's so low that it's really not worth picking up. This is like hand done, but it's kind of neat. If that was professionally done, I'd probably pick it up. It's probably good, but I don't know how to market something like that. Paw. Oh, that's pretty cool. Columbia, made in Thailand. Cardigan. $5, men's large. $6, no. Judah found some Spider-Man fingers. Those are creepy. Ooh, these are Wrangler Cambler Love Devil. Those look vintage. Distressed. Oh, they're not. They're made to look vintage. What about these? Maurice's. I think those are women's pants in the men's section. Okay, so if I bring my apprentices to lunch while we're out sourcing, is that a tax write-off? Can I write that off as tax if I'm providing a meal for my apprentice employees? And we're at Planet Fitness. No, wait, we're at Goodwill. Do you guys walk into a huge crowded thrift store and think, well, I'm better at this than most people, so I can manage in spite of the massive crowds? Or do you get discouraged? Because I go back and forth. Oh darn, these Utah speakers would be good, except they're not worth $99 to the guy at the end of the rainbow.
We could sell
Guitar,
this with the Wii Rock Band. Because we have that.
Yeah, but I don't want to ship that. And it's $30.
Oh.
So there's
Good
one.
catch.
And here's one. And thrift store wouldn't normally have two, except for they're so overpriced that they're never going to move at that price. Caleb rules in his Burger King crown. Is that funny?
Yeah.
Judah breaking the ice with some Magic Treehouse. How many of them are there? They're 50 cents a piece.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 14 of them.
And then I'm going to pop on this 3X Mardi Gras vintage t-shirt. 2009, not quite vintage, still cool. Levi, how much is that?
They're definitely not.
$5.
Not a lot, $2.99.
They're just a
I
whole
would pass
bunch.
on that for $5. The shirts are generally $2.99 here. Double header. Grandfather of twins. That's fun. Ooh, this Jan Karen I have done well with before, but okay, so I wouldn't necessarily always pick up this Jan Karen, but at 50 cents a piece, they have the entire series of 8. So for $4, this is probably $25. Judah's tearing it up with the kids books. Ooh, that's music books for contemporary shows. I'm gonna comp these. I don't know what they're worth, but I bet they're good. Now I see why Caleb keeps bringing me random movies, because he found a whole pile of movies over here to look through. I bet you there's no minifig in there. Nope. I'm kind of terrible with sports ball. Dog Pound, Cleveland, number 6. Is it Curtis Mayfield? Ooh, that's cool. How much is that one? Walk down this way with it. What did you find? Holy cow. Hulk, 2002, Banger City. Holy cow, good job, bub. $5. Caleb pulling down heat. I'm a 5-star dad, but I'm not. That is a sick design. I don't know that I want to pay $5 for it. Happy Halloween, made in Honduras. Man, it's cool, but at $5. Okay, watch out. This will have good sell-through rate, grunt style, but is a Vero issue. One of those that some people sell and some people get Vero'd for. so I don't buy it. Okay, so this is kind of a piece of leather that's sewn together like this, kind of loosely at the top, and it's hard. It's like padded and hard, like you would hit something with it. I have no idea what it is. Who can tell me what it is? That's Korean written on it, it looks like. I say Korean as opposed to Japanese or Chinese because it says Korea on it, but it's some kind of character language that I don't understand. I have no idea what this is. Help me out. That is some Dr. Robotnik toy.
Play drumstick.
No. This is a no, and the play drumsticks are a no. That's not going to fit down here. We are not doing super well on the toys, but I did find this girl, and she's gross, but somebody would love her for $3.78. Bring her back to life.
Dad.
Whoa, what did you find?
Atomic car.
The Brock Switch dinos. So this is $2.50 into $20. So why did I pass? Because it's an electronic toy that I don't know a lot about, and it's big. And so it's going to be a pain in the butt to ship. It's got breakable parts. It probably has accessories that are either missing or I don't even know if they're missing. So I would have had to do a bunch of research to find out how complete it was. And then I would have had to test it when I got home. And then the sell-through rate wasn't super great. It just, there's a lot. My friend Travis says the juice isn't worth the squeeze on something like that. There's a lot of work. $2 into $20 on a t-shirt or a G.I. Joe, fantastic. On an electronic toy that may or may not work and probably is missing parts and is a little more breakable than something else, just didn't seem like a good decision. So these are Irvine Park, and they're $5 a piece, and they all have waistbands, and they're quarter button, and they're just these insane patterns. And so while Irvine Park probably only has a 50% or a little bit lower sell-through rate, these patterns I think sell themselves at $5. I think they're probably $25 a shirt. Caleb pulling down more heat. Good job. He's king of the day. The Burger King of the day. Dad was able to find a Spirit jersey for $5 for the Cosmopolitan. And look at this. I don't know anything about it. It says Primal Intensity, and then it doesn't have a tag, but it's awesome for $5. So for some reason, these did not get marked up. They are new with tag 505s, $38.38. And then these are $7.53 FR fire resistant Wranglers classic jeans. So those are good pulls too. And what is likely to be our last stop of the day, the Hope Chest. This store I helped start 100 years ago, and then the management's all changed and stuff, and this is a different building. So it's kind of like this same thing, but it's totally different too. Anyway, we're gonna see if we can find anything super awesome. Oh, that is cool. $7.99. I don't remember the last time I saw a New Wave oven before yesterday, and I've seen 5 in the last 2 days. Ooh, how about a Buddy doll?
Buddy win. Excellent.
Flee dungarees.
Play the game at Buddy.
Sleepy Eye, that $40. That's a joke, holy cow. But also, this thing is, oh my God. No, this is worthless, and they're asking $5 for it. Then there's another thing that's worthless, and they're asking $10 for it. It works, except it doesn't have any film. Okay, starting lineup is not always worth something, but that one looks big, and Grant Hill is my guy. So we're gonna see $40. Good grief. So I'll try and put some comps up here. There are 9 currently available on eBay, and they will all ship to your house for lower than $40, and they are mostly best offer. So you could buy 2 or 3 of these for what this thrift store is asking for this one. Make it not even worth showing up. $7.99. Georgetown, the answer $20. Good grief. Like, this is just a joke. And then it turns out the rest of the starting lineup are all equally as overpriced. Whoever had the price gun that day was feeling good. How bad their pricing is. If you're gonna ask full eBay prices, you might as well put them on eBay, because nobody's walking in your thrift store trying to pay above retail. Unless you know starting lineup really well, don't buy starting lineup. Even like the Michael Jordan ones aren't great. And there are some that are like crazy rare, some guy you've never heard of that can be good. And it's like Beanie Babies or Disney VHS. There are some that could make money, but they are a collectible that people who don't know think have value, and so the prices can be silly, and even if you find them cheap, the sell-through is so low and then nobody really wants them, you're going to have a hard time making money even if you buy them cheap. I don't think I would have bought these at more than $2 or $3 a piece, even the big giant crazy ones. Their value isn't there. But unlike Beanie Babies and VHS, these have some allure of being collectible because they have sports tie-ins, and some of them have cards with them, and there's statues, and Funko Pops are collectible for now. I think they're headed the way of the Beanie Baby too. But there's some merchandising tie-in. There's some appeal to something other than just collecting this thing the way that Beanie Babies were. But they are almost completely worthless universally. And then they are hit or miss, even for the good ones. They're super long tail. But then they're tempting because you're like, oh, I remember Patrick Ewing being awesome, and I remember Joe Montana from my childhood, and you want to think that it has value. But starting lineup, it just doesn't maintain value, and I don't know why, because it kind of should, but it doesn't. What is that weird cat? Levi is like boxing me out. That might be something cool to keep me from being able to get to stuff, so he can have the find of the day when he finds it. Hey, the thing in your hand might be something cool. If a person hadn't been dragging junior high and elementary school boys to every thrift store in the Tri-County area all day, you could probably go through all these bags. So we see Caleb digging here, and these are the results of his digging. $5 for a grab bag of action figures. This Flash turns out to be a little bit valuable. And then you have Leo Prime from the Beast Wars 2012. But this 2012 Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield Walmart exclusive, turns out to be pretty rare and sought after, and has comps right around $60. Find some cool stuff, but I don't think I've got the energy to go through it all. And also, it's not fair to them to ask them to do that much more. They're ready to go. I have been told that these Boy Scout backpack racks can do well because people build their cosplay Ghostbusters packs out of them. But I don't know. I'm not going to buy it based on that. But it's a thought. So this turns out to not be the best thrift with me video I've ever done. We'll probably do another one in the next day or two, but this is what we did on Saturday. I was hoping the Pokemon cards would turn out to be something more exciting to look at, but as of yet, it hasn't really been much to see. Just a bunch of 90s reasonably common Pokemon cards. But I mean, 90s Pokemon cards aren't super common, but there's not a lot of value there. I probably paid right about retail for them, but I think the Game Boy and the Game Boy camera, I'm gonna end up in the $200 range. So at $150, I could make money, but I'll probably hold them for a while and see if the market continues to go up. Hoping that they will be worth more later. Because it's not the kind of thing that, like, I'm not going to get rich selling that binder one at a time cards. And I probably could get 200 out of the Game Boy stuff and 200 out of the Pokemon stuff selling it right now, just flipping the whole Pokemon collection again to somebody else. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to hold them and see, which is not normally my practice, but this, I was tentative about this buy, getting into something that I don't know, and probably it wasn't the best move I ever did, but I learned something. I'll figure that out. I'll figure out, I'm learning more about Pokemon cards the more I go through these. So you got to see us pick up some stuff. You got to see me rant about starting lineup collectibles. And yeah, and you got to see Caleb get some wins, which was awesome. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.